defeat the axis of evil. Gains annex war goal against whomever owns Capitol Hill. Capitol Hill? Okay. So, against the Heaven's Gate. Okay. Don't need more enemies right now. Let's see what the Legion does when the Legion marches. And annoyingly, the game decides to have an event right before that. Come on. Okay. Oh, well, Nuke Land. Although not as impressive as its East Coast counterpart, we could revive it as a symbol of the promise of the better times to come. And we could also test some experiments on the park goers. It's better than the plan to poison the world's water supply. Or unless this theme park trains Deathclaws, pass. That's bad. But whatever, let's do it. Let's build a nuclear world. Because why the hell not? The Legion marches. The Mormons hang from crosses like their god. Dog City has fallen, and now the Legion turns to clean up its flank. The only remaining foe of the Legion are the reunited states, but many fear that it will fall like many others for Caesar. Okay, so now the Valley Bandits have been freed by Caesar, and he gains an annex war goal against the Valley Bandits. Hilarious. Just absolutely hilarious. Somebody should stop him. Do we get any chances to do that? Oh, okay, so we're not actually gonna fight him, at least not yet. Okay, fortify the north, at most 5 divisions. So what if I just move away 1 division? What happens then? No, it's just... I need to have 6 divisions. Okay, so that's how it works. Okay, so I need 6 divisions over there. I'm not at war with Caesar yet. So I can take down the Chinese. Because it seems like Caesar will not be fighting me anytime soon. Well, maybe not anytime soon, but like he's moving west. So that's bad. That is real fucking bad. Anyway, let's get my aircraft. Okay, here we go. Close air support down here. And let's take down these Chinese communists. Anyway, ruling California. Now that the dust raised by the fall of the NCR is setting, the time has come to decide how to govern the newly liberated Californians. Rancy Hayes, previously mayor of Dayglow under the NCR, has asked for an audience with Douglas Cranite. He claims to be a descendant of Enclave members who escaped Navarro and integrated into the NCR. Hayes believes that we should appoint him to a top position in our Reconstruction office and bar anyone who took up arms against us from office. Many of our older Enclave officers balk at the idea of working with our old enemies and demand that any NCR politicians we come across should be executed. Integrate the NCR leader. Okay, so gains in popularity of democracy 10, 5% base legitimacy. Several advisors of the new California Republic will become available to us. Minus 10 stability, minus 10 war support, minus 100 political power. Let's do it. Lieutenant Scott Blair outraged. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay. One of our commanders has approached Douglas Granite personally after a recent decision to accept NCR leadership into our government. Aggravated but respectfully, he told the president that he cannot accept working together with the people who ordered the attack on Navarro that killed his father. He has offered his resignation, feeling he can no longer perform his duties under the current administration. None of us are Americans until we all are. What does that even mean? Okay, so yeah, let's try to be charismatic. We were charismatic. How great. Alright. So we get that. Incorporate the NCR army. California's men and women can, with proper inducement, be persuaded to fight for America. Those who are worth saving anyway. Of course. Still though, because we have bloody no consumer goods factories. Yeah, we're gonna need to deal with that consumer goods factory situation. Anyway, we are now ready to deal with those Chinese dogs. Let's get some planning bonus. There we go. Planning bonus is acquired. Declare war. Let's go. Wow. Well, that was instant. Easy peasy. So we just capped a whole bunch of shit off of them. Was any of that good? Some laser battery stuff. APCs, which is, to be fair, probably from the NCR. More fighters, yeah. Very nice. So now the HOI are a part of us. Although, wait, what? Okay. San Fran is ours. HOI was annexed. The communists are dead. Those Chinese pigs. Very good. Sponsor our railway. Alright, so yeah, now we are in a situation where we are in a bit of a cold war with the Kaiser's Legion and all that kind of stuff. We have other enemies gathering everywhere. I like how he's in the intellectuals party. Big brain, super mutants. Brotherhood mutants? Oh Jesus Christ. Anyway, and we are going to be reconstructing America, which isn't too terrible. Well, it is interesting, but yeah, you've seen all of this. You know what it's like. So I'll be skipping ahead a bit. So yeah, see you in a bit. Alright, so we've gained a few new events. We recruited the Gunrunners and the Followers of the Apocalypse into our ranks, and we have some counterfeiting going on with the currency, and the way to fix that is going to be by reviving the Federal Reserve and all that kind of stuff. We're taking law and order. However, we are finished with the business, California business focus, so now we can rebuild Sacramento, which is going to add infrastructure and change name to Sacramento. We can select the fate of the Boneyard, which is Los Angeles, the City of Angels, irrigate California, and the new Dayglow, Helios 2. Alright. Let's take these. So Helios 2. Good afternoon, America. This is your president, and I wanted to tell you A great new plan. You might have heard of the solar power plant outside New Vegas called Helios 1. But did you know that there was only one of a series of plans intended to wean America off of fossil fuels before the Great War? Alone, New Vegas, California, and Vault City could never have duplicated it. But working together, we are now building Helios 2 outside Dayglow as we speak, to bring clean, affordable energy to Southern California. It's a new day, America. Soak up the sun. Alright, that's great. Mega projects. Oh god, more of the Legion marches. So they have eaten up the bandits over here. So this is giving them essentially like war goals on people that, you know, border both us and them, something like it. Like, you know, people that are around us but are not them. So it's essentially allowing them to clean up, which is scary as hell. Oh well, we'll see. East Coast exiles. Okay. To our astonishment, a group of unrecognized vertibird have approached our location with a legitimate Enclave call sign. They are led by a lieutenant named Schultz, sporting Enclave power armor. Schultz traveled from the Raven Rock facility in the capital wasteland, leading a Verdi assault team dispatched by the Colonel Autumn to salvage assets from the ashes of Navarro and the Rig. The mission was a suicide errand designed by Autumn to purge opposition from his ranks. Those that survived found us, not ruins. While news of illegitimate President Eden is troubling, most of the Enclave's vertibirds went east with Autumn's fodder. Okay. This is probably from Fallout 3, which I do not know much about, so yeah. Oh, just 50 vertibirds for free. Yeah. Now Michael Schultz is available as the Chief of the Air Force. Sure. Oh. We got a bunch of stuff. Interesting. All American badass. What the fuck? That's hilarious. Close air support, genius. That's pretty good. Okay, so law or order. So since the NCR's collapse, New California has been rife with banditry, corruption, and brutality. The NCR's ramshackle bureaucracy, already overstretched, has all but collapsed, despite the Enclave Reconstruction Authority's efforts to keep it in place. Gangs and barons rule as they please, and to get the state up and running again will require substantial efforts. Okay? So we're going to restore the judiciary and the rule of law because it is required. Like, to make the reunited states, we need to have taken... Where the fuck is the reunited states? Okay, we need to have taken... You know... Oh, yeah. It requires both free elections and the Federal Bureau of Investigations. So the FBI. So we need the FBI. Okay. We're still working on that anarchy. And now they get Annex War Goal against the dead horses. Where the fuck are the dead horses? Oh, okay. Do they even have a border? They don't seem to even have a border. Oh no, they do, Okay. Well, that's too bad for them. Wait, what the fuck? Port Maw, in the end, did destroy... did destroy the mutants. That is just so funny. Okay, so the cause is also back. Interesting. The fall of the Troll Warren. In fierce fighting, the Washington Brotherhood has seized the Troll Warren. No, that was not the Washington Brotherhood. Okay. I'm starting to wonder who was the worst neighbor. Maybe Port Maw. Jester, Razor. The Brahmin Barons. Even after crushing the rebels in the NCR, the Brahmin Barons' wealth and power gives them a stranglehold on Northern California. Some suggest we spend men and laser guns to break their power, but while others we suggest that we cement their position in the United States at great cost to our popularity. Some wonder if there's a third option out there. Too bad we can't give them to Caesar. Okay, that's bad. Counterfeiters. Hey, would this... No, this is just gonna bankrupt the merchant houses. What could be a third option to dealing with the Brahmin Barons? I have no idea. Maybe like supporting the highways, every man a car or something? New ways of transportation? Who knows? Anyway, I am out of time for today. I do want to thank you all for watching. I hope that you've enjoyed the Enclave playthrough so far, and in the next episode, we're going to continue to rebuild America. The Brahmin Barons establish order. The Barons grip Titans. Has completed the focus the FBI. Okay. So that's essentially like them taking over if we are not able to do anything. Okay, I see. Anyway, so yeah, hopefully we are going to be able to... Washington Brotherhood expansion. The Washington Brotherhood does not exist. So that's definitely going to fail for them. Very good. So yeah, unfortunately Caesar is going to continue being a bit of a dick. And getting the Legion marches. He's even going to declare war on the dead horses. Well, eventually he will. And let's see what happens if we fortify the north. Oh, there we go. He's coming. The dead horses actually have potential to like seriously hurt Caesar if they can hold the two crossings. You know? Whispers of Hope. Okay. That's not what your government can do for you. Sure. What's that event all about? Alright, it seems like we are done with the north. Fate at the Boneyard. Let's do that and then call it quits. The Boneyard seems like a graveyard that stretches for miles under the hot sun. But Americans find a way, and the Boneyard has prospered as part of the NCR. Hayes intends to set up a Department of Public Art and Entertainment in the city to serve as the nucleus of America's entertainment industry. Hollywood. But as part of that development, we need to decide whether to change the city's name. Welcome to Los Angeles. 2 civilian workshops. Welcome to the City of Angels. It's been called the Boneyard for over 200 years. For those who didn't make it and those who keep trying to, let's name it the City of Angels. Because that's just cancer. Alright, here we are. The City of Angels is established. We are, getting just, the first bits of restabilization for the good old Enclave Reconstruction Authority. And different enemies are gathering all over the place. So yes, I do want to thank you all for watching. I hope that you've enjoyed the episodes so far. I hope that you will enjoy them further in the future. And with the FBI, I will leave you. Take care. Alrighty then. So right now we are finished with the Federal Bureau of Investigations, which has removed underfunded justice system. It has removed smuggling, and it has added the Federal Bureau of Investigations right over here. And the popularity of the New World Party has reached 30% because of these changes, so we can now take Vice President Hayes. So make concessions to the New World Party and make Hayes your Vice President. So here we go. Hayes, for all his criticism of the Enclave's excesses, is a firm believer that America is the world's last best hope. By appointing Hayes as Vice President, we will confirm that our fate in the Great Experiment, and that a government for the people, by the people, and of the people, shall not perish from this earth. God bless America! Alright. Let's fucking go. So yeah, that does give, does give Hayes, the position of Vice President. However, I'm not sure if this is gonna be that good. Legion marches against Yampa. Still haven't dealt with the dead horses. But where the hell is Yampa? Oh, up here. Do they even have a border? No, they don't. They technically border on the map, but, you know, yeah, somebody should stop them, and they immediately declare war. How the hell are they gonna get there? I don't think that these people have paratroopers, to say the least. Graham's execution? Oh, damn. Reorganize the ranches. Alright, he is going down to focuses for Nova Roma. She's gonna make Vegas his new capital. Obviously. Portable radio. Oh shit. Hold on. Advanced energy weapons. Thank you so much. Now, the problem that I was gonna say are the Brahmin Barons, because we actually need to have the Federal Bureau of Investigation and the Voting Rights Act passed, and more than 50% support for the New World Party, which, to be fair, might happen, but at the same time, yeah, it's gonna take like 115 more days to get down there, which is more than the Brahmin Barons, so looks like we're gonna get at least one level of the Barons' grip tightening, which is really terrible. Anyway, back to rebuilding. I will be catching back with you once the time has come. Fate of our democracy. New Reno prospers under our rule, but we must decide how to govern the United States. Douglas's rule has been successful, and he's brought us back from the brink. The nation has been under martial law since the war, and he could cement his power, and frankly, better than we could hope, rule. And he could aim to restore the United States, risking losing control of the Enclave in elections and giving up power to the natives. It's time for elections or extend presidential powers. So this is gonna complete extend presidential powers, silence Congress, and suspend elections. We are gonna take empower Congress. It's time for election. Oh, this actually completes the focus instantly. Okay, then we're gonna have the time to get the Voting Rights Act. So the new Congress, although Granite has decided to restore democracy, there are still many who express concern about giving everyone a say in the government. After all, look at the morass the NCR was. Vault City's mayor has suggested suffrage be granted only to Americans who can pass something like their old citizenship test, or those with a clean genetic history. These wise citizens could select representatives who advise the president. Alternatively, we could adopt the old view of every man a vote. What part of democracy are you not getting? Here we go, the Voting Rights Act. So Congress will do us little good if we don't safeguard the electoral process. We will make sure that every citizen's voice are heard by barring any attempts to manipulate or pressure their vote. Replace collapsed government with unstable government, which is good. Because collapsed government is bad. It's right now kind of crippling us. And also, the Voting Rights Act being around and the New World Party hopefully having... Oh, crap. It's going down. Shit. Yeah, we need to replace Boris over here. Because he's making... Let's replace Boris for now. Because he's giving a lot of support to the intellectuals. We need the New World Party to be at over 50% popularity. Oh crap, this was gonna give it to us anyway. Well, I am an idiot. So... we can keep Boris. Alright. Never mind then. Because this is gonna give us 5% democracy popularity. So, yeah. That's gonna go all the way over into the New World Party. 80s declared war on the Grabber territory? Okay. This might not be too good, because he's guaranteed by Caesar Legion. That's really nasty. And here we go. We researched the supercomputer. So we are pretty well done with decryption and encryption techs. Very nice. Come on, voting rights. There we go. Now, we have completed the Brahmin Barons establishing order. Or at least prevented this, because we have everything needed. We should keep that. We should keep the popularity high enough for like 20 days. And now we can take free elections, and that's gonna give us the ability to proclaim a nation reborn. The Enclave will be known as the United States. And we gain annex war goals against Ashton and Hopeville to get the nukes. Now, regardless of the nukes or not, I want Ashton and Hopeville because, you know, they're ours. So I'm gonna get those. I think I'm gonna get those war goals. Now, this is also gonna give us the ability to nuke Flagstaff, which is the capital of Legion, which might be handy. Might be handy. So instead of taking the other things that could be useful, you know, like requisitioning resources and emergency labor draft and hearts and minds and all this stuff, and the Federal Reserve and the EPA, all the stuff that could be useful, we are going to go ahead and take the free elections. There we go. Do we finally have? Yes, we finally bloody have construction. Now, once the unstable government is over, we are gonna not have any malices to our consumer goods factories. Well, except for Brahmin Barons, which is gonna go away. Well, maybe not go away, but yeah, we prevented the Brahmin Barons from doing too terrible to us. How are we gonna get rid of the Brahmin Barons, by the way? I'm thinking it might have to do with infrastructure or the end of bottle caps or something like it. Communist sympathizer in the press. Granite has begun to suspect one of the more outspoken press critics of being a communist in the light of her opposition to Granite's proposed plan for a national baseball league. Granite has considered merely condemning her or asking the Secret Service to investigate whether her opposition to government-sponsored sporting events is a sign of communist sympathies. Only a communist would oppose baseball. That doesn't sound like communism to me. So we either lose war support and political power, which we do not want. We do not want to lose legitimacy either, but whatever.